What's up, brother?
Good to see you.
We're gonna discuss some shit today. Figure a few things out. You used to be a juggalo. Now I know this firsthand because we met in high school, and you were the only juggalo I talked to. Instantly there was a click. We had something that we loved, and I could say passionate about, right?
Yeah.
When did that start for you? When was you introduced into this juggalo family?
It was in 8th grade. A friend of mine had gave me a couple of cassette tapes. Well, actually, he gave me a whole bag of cassette tapes, and in there was Rick Malenko and Forgotten Freshest 1 and 2
Okay.
cassette tape. And I had already listened to it on a computer. I just didn't know it was ICP at the time. But hearing those tapes, I heard the song that I heard on the computer, and I was like, "This is who they are," and I already liked the songs. So that kind of kicked it off with me, and I got started into going down the path.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Yeah. What's the deal with the mask?
Remaining anonymous.
For what reason? Just
Safety.
safety. Okay. Juggalos can be crazy. Well, I guess let's get into it. What changed your mind? You used to be a juggalo. How long was you a juggalo for? I met you in 2008, 2009. That's really when I started. I mean...
No, it was, I was a senior, so it was 2010.
Oh, okay.
I graduated.
I was already a juggalo.
We knew each other in 2009.
Okay.
We met in 2009.
Yes.
So I'd already been down for 4 years prior to that. Because it started in 8th grade, and I was a senior in high school by then. My neighbor Ryan. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say names.
No last name. No last name.
Right. He got into it. I brought the tapes over, and he got into it with me. So I had a buddy to roll with all the time, and then ended up meeting you in high school, and then we started kicking at your house.
Yeah. We could go all day on some posse, but I want to figure out why you have stopped claiming juggalo. When? I'll save that. When did you stop? What changed your mind?
So for a while, the shows would come all the time to town, and we've had that community, like the Juggalo family.
Right.
We all had that. Everyone knew everybody when we went to the shows. That's what it was. It was like a family reunion. But then there was like a ripple through psychopathic, and they stopped coming as much, and we stopped seeing everybody as much. And then I kind of got sucked into society and living that kind of life, whatever. And everyone knows how society views juggalos.
Right.
And that kind of pushed me away from it because I was trying to be respected, and it was hard for me to be respected if I was always like dressing like, I don't know, gothic teen from the 90s.
Right.
And that was my style of juggalo. Like I had trip pants, bandanas, you
Okay.
name it, I had it.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was no other way for me to be a juggalo besides that way.
So, could you not just try to be like looked at as serious? Is that what you said? Trying to be taken serious, but just as a juggalo. I mean, you could have just switched up your gear, and then stayed a juggalo. It's got to be an underlying problem.
The hatchet man, like that symbol, like everyone, if anyone knew what it was, you automatically didn't get any respect because they juggalo,
Right.
not talking to you. So it kind of went that way because of that. So I dropped everything and I started getting into other things, and it changed my mind a lot about a lot of stuff, and I got to where I'm at now.
Give me a sec. I guess I can see what you're saying, dude. There is definitely a lot of bad apples in this bunch that we call juggalos. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I keep it together. The whole. Do you think we're a gang?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Let me say this though. So you saying that you got it together, basically being a juggalo. Like you get it. You understand that you're still in it.
Yeah.
The whole thing behind juggalos and everything like that, the whole family culture, like I lived with a down juggalo, and he was stealing from me all the time.
Yeah.
And there was no family involved with that. He was fake to my face. He was down. He was more down than anybody else I knew at the time. And since he seemed very fake to me, and that's why another reason why me and you stayed friends for so long, because you ain't fake. Like you don't lie.
Right.
Like you just tell the truth all the time. And like I still go to the shows. I don't miss ICP shows anytime they come in. It's I still enjoy being around, juggalos. It's not like I don't like juggalos, nothing like that. It's just it ain't me. It don't fit my persona anymore.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, I'm still down. It's been a rough few years though to be a juggalo. Honestly, music is just what's keeping me going. Like, that's why I got in. Well, and the atmosphere of the Juggalos. We went to the gathering of the Juggalos.
We did.
After you've unclaimed being a Juggalo,
right.
We went to the gathering of the motherfucking Juggalos.
And I will say I fell out before the whole Twisted ICP split. That had nothing to do with it. Like, that happened after I fell out. And it's just like, I don't know, the music they were putting out at the time wasn't like on point no more for me. It wasn't relatable. It was like Mighty Death Pop, around that time.
Yeah.
And none of that stuff like I felt.
Right.
And at the time, Twisted wasn't really putting out nothing I cared for.
Man, I'd be a liar if I said I'm happy with the way the music's been these past couple years. There's good songs on each CD that's come out, but it's just I don't have that feeling no more. Like I would always relate being a Juggalo, ICP and Twisted. That's really all I cared about. I would relate, me and my brother. And then his best friend and his little brother, I was best friends with. And every time I hear Insane Clown Posse or Twist or anybody, it would bring me back to them times. And like, everybody's splitting up now. The music just seems lost.
Right.
They've already been up here. They told their story. They still want to continue making music because that's what they love to do. And now they're on this other 6 Joker cards of the second deck, and there's a different feeling, but it's not all bad. I mean, I'm excited for this new one. But before we went to the goddamn gathering of the Juggalos, we hit up that Riddle Box tour.
We did.
Was that before?
Wait. We didn't do Riddle Box tour.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Are you sure?
Crystal one. Yeah. Anyways, I was dying of thirst. Violent J seen me eyeballing him in the eye sockets, looked down at the Faygo. My man tosses me this Faygo. That had to be at least 2-3 years ago. I ain't opening it. You can call me a hound dog or whatever, but that's my boy. Got a Faygo from Violent Jizzle. Do you have any nostalgia about any of their music?
So it's like...
What's so funny? Go ahead. Do you have any nostalgia against them? You heard the question.
I did. So it was like what you're saying, how you had that community, back in the day with the music. When you listen to it, you can still reminisce and think about them times. Yeah. That's the same way with me. Like, I listen to anything of the first 6 cards, and like all that stuff takes me back to them days. Like, and I could like reminisce about who I was hanging out with, what we were doing, and like. Now, like, if I listen to anything after Mighty Death Pop, it's just like, I don't have any feelings, I don't have any memories, nothing like that. Give or take a couple things here and there, like, that you showed me and we hung out, that we listened to, but that's really it. I don't have nothing, like, pulling at me, like, when I hear anything from Great Malenko, I like, oh, man, like, I remember this time, I remember how I felt, but it ain't there now.
I wasn't listening to ICP while the 6 was coming out. I discovered them after the 6. I feel like I've lived through it though, because right. I found every CD and I just fucking listened to them all. I felt like I've lived through it. Dude, we had a lot of good times, man. Just going to all these shows and everybody was just on the same page. We're there to be happy. That was probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever had, is at the Juggalo when I did my first crowd surf during that last song. You know what I'm saying? And I did that with my best friend that's not even a Juggalo no more, but has mad respect for Juggalos. Or at least Psychopathic. How do you feel about Psychopathic these days?
I feel like they're grasping at straws.
I like Ouija Mac. I can tell you that. Ouija Mac is got one of them Hatchet Man legs on his shoulders carrying it. That's how I feel.
I think he is part of a new wave, and it is important for like the evolution of Psychopathic. But a lot of the people, like if you look at the people he signed and put on, like with Blase Rose, how that didn't work out because of Jay's shit that he had going on. Because I ended up talking to Nova Rockefeller at one of her shows, and how Jay was very misogynistic and like trying to like always get her to come over and hang out with him. and she wasn't feeling it, but he didn't want to have it. He kept trying to hit her up and talk to her. So like that, I feel like that had a lot to do with Blase Rose, because Blase Rose was a great artist. Like I think she did great because she spoke for Juggalettes,
Right.
Which they never had nothing like that. So she was the first like legit woman rapper, not Sugar Slam that couldn't rhyme for shit. She always just sounded so corny on the video.
You better watch it. Sugar Slam will body slam that ass. What do you? Well, you're not a Juggalo no more. What's new then? Obviously, I know.
What do you mean?
What's new in life? I mean, you're not a Juggalo no more. That consumed a part of your life, and now you're not a Juggalo.
Can I not have a life outside of being a Juggalo? Like Juggalo has to be my life.
Yeah, but you stopped being a Juggalo based off of what people viewed you and how people viewed you at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me tell you. So
that's kind of fucking whack, if you ask me.
Being a label does not define me. I am me. I don't need
Absolutely.
a label to tell me how I should live my life or dress a certain way. Because I don't care what I gotta wear. I'm the champ of this motherfucker. And nobody tells me shit about what I am. But you want to call me something, you call me the champ.
I call you this. What the fuck are you the champion of?
Yo, mama. I took that bitch to Pound Town.
I really don't understand why you're being so aggressive. I got you in here to do this interview. Figure out why you're not a Juggalo no more.
What are you putting in the
Just hold on. You hear that? That's an alarm. That means shit's about to get fucking real. I don't understand why you're not a Juggalo no more. Okay? I just hear you talking about people are saying, people look down on Juggalo, so I don't want to be a Juggalo no more. That's all I'm really fucking
I
hearing.
don't really give a fuck what you say,
I
bro.
don't give a goddamn what the fuck you saying, you fucking bitch. Goddamn. Fuck. You fucking piece of shit. Hey, Juggalos, I got your back for real, son. Whoop whoop.